Previously on GhostWire. Oh, I don't do this previously stuff. Welcome back, y'all. Though we're back to another story time. Part 2 could be nice. Consistent is key. You already know what they say. Let's get right into it. All right. Yep. That's where we left off. All right. KK and Winko are in big trouble this time, running like rats, desperate is stay alive, with the only a dingy old sofa between them and monsters. As he's screaming, monsters. What is there? Monsters? Or have they been through some things? I'm now looking at this camera, but it's supposed to be that camera. My fault. We'd better find another exit. Winko turns to KK and sees him holding his head. Huh? He appears to be in great pain. It's happening again. Your body's reacting to ether. As KK looks, oh nah, like epilepsy warning, epilepsy. My fault. I can't even read it. As KK looks at the room, his vision begins to break in half. He tries to focus, but rather than reform, everything continues to split apart even further. Another hallucination. The world is breaking in two. That'd be crystallized ether. Another form of matter. Sounds like your body has entered the final stages of affinity. From the thin air, like phantoms, these horrific visitors appear, surrounding KK and Winko. We're surrounded. Man, I can't. Oh wait. Oh, so were they actually there? I'm so confused. I think he just sees some things, like he just remembered something, like a flashback. Mr. KK? Ryota. I was right. Yeah. Are you okay? Oh, sorry, kid. My mind can be a little hard to control. You just kind of stood there for a little while. Sometimes my memories take me places. Hate to leave you alone again, but you need to wait here while I look for your pal. Also, if my understanding, I didn't even look it up to make sure, but I think this is a demo, maybe. I think that's what Prelude stands for. I'll look it up after. Sit tight, I won't be long. Okay, I'm back with the squad. A report on Rinko's computer setup flashes on screen. Ed's monitoring software has a hold of something big. The results are clear. Spiritual residue, and it's exactly at KK's location. I can't look. What is it now? We just received an alert. There was a massive surge of spiritual energy at your location. Hold off on pursuing until we're able to send support. Can't wait forever, you guys. We might have a missing child on our hands. We've got plenty of evidence. I know what I'm getting myself into, though. Relax. Ed's research has already prepared me. I'm ready. I appreciate the vote. of confidence on behalf of my work, but that research was actually quite limited. It was more of a brief overview. In fact, I wouldn't call it actionable intelligence, so to speak. It was a very informative overview. I doubt I could be any more ready than I am right now. It's not fair to ask us for help when you think you need us, then use our own words against us when you're too impatient to act as a team. We're in this together. I don't know why you work together to find out about something, and then you just like go on about your day and doing it yourself. It's kind of low. It's kind of low. Work as a team. That's this is where you're in. KK decides to address one team member specifically to make his case. Since Rinko's last one to talk, we're gonna talk to her. Fair. What about anything that happened to us is fair? What about talk about the monsters things? This job that no one asked us to do, but we all know we can't escape. You're right. It happens to us, not just you. I had to throw myself into the fire, even though I knew I'd get burned. Hurt like hell, but it saved both of our lives. Couldn't forget that day if I wanted to. There's no way of knowing what would have happened if you didn't. Just because you got hurt doesn't mean that was the only option. True. A lot of options. You're right that I didn't agree with you then, and I don't agree with you now either, but also know that you're just doing what you feel you must. I hate that I admire you for that sometimes. This team means everything to me, Rinko. That's all I've got, and I'm going to protect it. Trust me. I'm trying. Maybe make it easier next time. I'll talk to you later. I'm in the middle of investigating. He never was any good at following people's directions. That attitude of his is priceless. What saved our hides on countless occasions. You don't think I realized that? Erica smiles, thinking about KK's attitude. It doesn't bother her. That's crazy. Daughter? Who is that? And we got the Slender Man, and I just looked at the wrong camera. Bro, if you don't get Slender, I don't know what. Slenderman or from Little Nightmares. They're everywhere. KK's eyes darted between the two horrific figures into some incredibly strange glowing crystal that hover nearby. As he tries to speak, KK wheezes painfully. Let go. What would happen if someone tried to touch one of those other ether crystals? I bet he was wait, who was wheezing? I don't know. Your guess is good as mine. Might give you power to fight back. Might just make you even more miserable. Who can say? What about him? Did it grant him strength? Renko nods silently. After getting his answer, KK without hesitation stretches out his hand out towards the crystals. Wait, stop! Stoppings. Wait, I swear that says stoppings. Okay, yeah, stopping's not an option. Not for any of us. You don't know what will happen? It could kill you. And those things won't. We're dead if we don't try something. We aren't out of options yet. You've thrown away everything to fight these monsters, same as me. There's not a thing left to lose at this point. Before Renko can say anything else, KK reaches all the way out. Ooh. It's too bright. Oh, heck no. We got some ghosts trying to escape the well. KK follows a trail of psychic energy deeper into the dark Shibaya alleyway, away from the glowing of familiar street lights and vending machines. His venture into the unseen brings him to a manhole cover where the spirit residue flashes with an eerie intensity. This spot is clearly an origin point for whatever spirit is at the center of this mystery. Did they take you this way? What? Did they take you this way, Sosuke? KK looks around again and okay. KK looks around again and finding nothing focuses his attention on his haunted manhole. This haunted manhole, gosh, like, whoa. The spectral vision showed. If they don't get out my ear with that, like, it's intense. Shows KK a lot more than he thought it might, revealing a glowing specter hovering in this dark and dreary place. The spirit of a manhole in his 30s. Y'all thought I was like, what? No, I was yawning, my fault. But that's him in his 30s? Whoa, he's been through some things. Or that what? I actually don't know. What a Jibakuri. According to Japanese lore, this type of spirit is trapped in a physical location. Okay, Spectre. What's keeping you tied down there? Spectre? Is that his name? The Spectre seems unable to answer him. Instead, he mutters, as if distracted or perhaps completely delirious. Either or maybe both. Spectres aren't especially concerned with the politeness or clarity. Neither of us is going anywhere until I get some answers. I need to know, what are you doing here? Specifically at this manhole cover. Why hunt this place? I thought it was a kid. Just a kid playing just playing around, just having fun, alone. I wanted to make sure he was safe. So, just being neighborly, huh? Neighborly? Yes, no, not making friend, protecting, but it wasn't a kid though, was it? There was something else, something lurking in these shadows. Did I die? I think I died, but this isn't what I expected. What was that? What was it? Monster? Monster? A monster? The Spectre points downward. Underneath, huh? KK stares at the manhole as though if he just looks hard enough, he'll suddenly see what lurks in the darkness beneath its cover. He doesn't have to see the Spectre nod to know he's right. It went that way. Before he can pull up the manhole cover and see for himself, a long shadow creeps in from the edge of the alleyway. Ryota, did you find anything? Snooping around is detective business. You don't belong back here. I thought I heard you talking to somebody. Who is this youngster? Only I can hear you, so don't bother. Only you can hear me? Well, sure, nobody else is even here. This is turning into a clown show. Kid, I need you to stay here while I go down. It's not safe for you there. Like, not safe, monster. But how do you know I'll be safe here, up here? My team's one call away. They'll get here quick if you're in danger. Weren't you just saying something about being in the middle of an investigation and too busy to talk to anyone? Funny, you should mention that. I could actually use some help. I believe they call it client service. Who are you calling, mister? Are they nice like you? Or nicer? Client services? Sounds more like babysitting to me. If only you would just wait for us to get there. We play the hands we're dealt. And juggling work and childcare has never been my strong suit. I need a little support. Rinko sighs, a long, tired sigh of frustration of a frustrated person who knows that in the end, of course, they'll help. She'll always help him just as he always helped her. And I have the perfect candidate in mind. To help? Babysit? Erica, she's the only kid I actually know and I like anymore. Hey KK. Hey KK, you need my help? I can be there ASAP. I need your help, but it can't wait. My new friend Ryota, the one who called us for help. Is he a little afraid of you? What? No. Why would you think that? I mean, yeah, maybe a little. But no, that's not it. Although it would be better if he did fear me, then I could do my work. Oh, yeah, you aren't really that scary. I think I get it. Let me talk to him. KK hands his phone to Ryota and motions for him to accept the call. Yes? I can't do like Ryota's and Erika's voice because, you know, it's like kid and I'm like... It's like the same, to be honest. Is this Mr. Ryota? Yeah. Yes? I'm so excited that I get to speak with you. I've heard that you're quite the investigator. I need help from someone like you. What could I do to help you? Well, our friend who is there with you, he actually has 2 missions. Since he is looking for your friend, maybe you could swap and look for my friend. What? If we share the responsibility, I am sure that we can achieve success together as a team. I suppose I could try to help you, since he is helping me. Okay, but first, can you keep a secret? It's very important and related to this mission. Yeah, I'm the best at keeping secrets. I won't tell you how I know that, but it's true. My friend is a cat. Bro, this music isn't... I put a tracker on her collar that says she is nearby you, in the alley by your house. I miss her dearly. I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but some of my best friends are animals. Your secret is safe with me, but does she look like What does she look like? She's... Oh my gosh, this conversation. If you don't get in the manhole, she is all black with one white spot and a few white whiskers. Her name is Monet. Like Comet? Monet. Like the painter. And she really likes to hide. Can you look closely in between and behind all of the vending machines and trash cans? Just to be safe, text me a picture of every dark corner you find. She is very good at camouflage and easy to miss. I will find your friends. Ryota hands the phone back to KK and turns his attention to the nearest trash can. Phone out, he seems to be inspecting each side of it. Lucky for you, your new buddy is an animal lover, just like me. I've given him a rescue mission to find a missing cat and send me a photo of it. But what if he sees tons of strays out here? Tons of strays here. He might actually bump into that one. I could always use more cat pics texted to me, and maybe he'll give it a home that it needs. Win-win. Clean. We picked the right person. We clicked the right person to adopt. Now to get down there and find your pal, Susuke. We're going to the manhole. Cut the music. Thank you. The colors around him is actually like our stream colors, like our just, yeah, you see it? Yep. I just look back. It's like purple and light blue. Beautiful colors. The heroes. The hero colors. Dirty water splashes under KK's feet as he makes his way through the still darkness of Shibaya sewer. The further he goes, the darker it gets, but not because of any chance in light. No, this darkness is unnatural. In fact, it's not darkness at all. It's tangible. Dense fog made of spiritual energy fills the air. Toxic, paranormal waste coats the ground and plugs the drains. Must. But the air itself is rejecting him. The corporation flows between worlds and reaches around him, blocking KK's way. How long has it been building up right below our feet? Is it this everywhere? As KK goes deeper, the Kigari only increases. I don't know. There's definitely something here. Oh, my camera came off. My camera. There's definitely something here. If there's this much corporation swirling around, nothing I can't handle though. Alone in the darkness, KK summons his power. What? Do I have to use the mouse now? Boom. 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 Let's go. So raggedy, bro. But cleanses. I don't know. Cleanses. The corporation returning the sewer to its state. That's better. Minus the stink. With the Kigari now cleared. Whoa, is that 6? As if they were waiting for a moment of safety, someone appears. Sosuke, is that you? The small boy avoids KK's look, turning his back and picking at something on the wet ground. Splish, splat, splat, splash. Small boy? Oh wait, that was him saying it? Hey, you kid, are you okay? Can you hear me? Are you hiding from something? Take a bath. Take a bath. Come on, kid. This isn't the time or place. Answer me. I'm not trying to scare you, but you gotta work with me here. In the vast darkness of the sewer, the sound of KK's phone suddenly rings out, the tiny chime echoing back and forth around the hollow space. The small boy in the rancor doesn't seem to notice, but must be very preoccupied. I'm close. I found Susuke, but I'm worried he won't. Muffled sound. Down so far, the signal to KK's phone is barely holding on. But he can only make out a few sounds. He struggles to make out what words they might be forming. Hello? Is anyone there? Woodco? Is that you? Ed? Erica? Who is this? We can call out to Ed. Ed, can you hear me? Are you with Ryota? Can you ask him? Was Sosuke wearing a yellow raincoat? The scratchy connection makes it almost impossible to understand. Sosuke? What? It's about Sosuke? Not. Ed, I can't understand. Sosuke is not what? Not Sosuke. The call cuts out, the phone going dead in KK's hand. Man, that's a little creepy. Enough screwing around, Sosuke. Just like that, finally, as if called by his mother to come to dinner, the child responds. He stands up and turns to KK with his dead, evil eye. You're not Sasuke, you're the monster. KK raises his hand and calls forth an energy that he discovered that day long ago. The day he found his back against the wall, reaching out and touching the ether crystals. Ever heard of weaving monster? Energy surges into KK's hands, green light winding and glowing, charging around his fingertips. The increasingly bright light glows, illuminating the tunnel. And in that moment, standing in the center of the tunnel, we can see the monster, this raincoat visitor, just in time for it to press a child's whistle to its mouth. Huh? Ooh, where did we just come to? Where are we? Oh, somebody singing? I can barely hear the sound. At a stranger's fingertips lies KK, now a prisoner. I don't know what he sounds like the teeth covering his mouth, so he sounds like he, sucking on him. I need my subject to remain calm, or else nothing will be done. Despite being captive, KK flashes the stranger. Whoa! A fierce glare. Hello, my new friend. I'm Keen. Okay, we can say Keen. Well, wait, that's not his name. I'm keen to see how useful your vessel turns out to be. The stranger takes out something and holds it out in his hand. That's the mark of a devil, an amulet. Though clearly not simply for decoration, it surges with power. He looks from the amulet and back to KK and smiles. Ugh, like he's doing right now. Yuck. Give me. Okay, I don't know. Whoa. As the monstrous little raincoat visitor blows his whistle, he steps back into the shadow of the darkness. Running away, huh? You're smiling about that? But he's not running away at all. In fact, he's only making space. Ooh. Ooh. For two much larger, far more horrifying visitors to show up and challenge KK. I've been waiting to run into you again. Let's go. Oh, I'm about to use some. Okay. Defenses barrier. Damage a single visitor with a wind attack. Visitor perishes after 2 hits. A talisman stops visitors from moving. It will consume on us. How do you even know when they're like close? We're gonna hit them. Wait, which one did I hit him with? I didn't mean to hit him with that one. Only a stun. Talisman is left. Damage is a damage one. Wait, is it using the same thing? I tried to use this one. Watch it say defense barrier. Okay, one is injured. Oh, this is weird. One umbrella visitor is injured. Oh, he's about to attack. Visitors are looking from the stun. Attack him again. Attack the, nice visitor. Then we're gonna put up a barrier, just in case. The umbrella visitor attacks, but its attack is deflected by the barrier. Let's go. The barrier is broken though. Freak. Attack him. Because he was about to throw a nasty punch anyways. He is injured. Now it attacks us. And oh. Did he attack us? Like, did we get hurt at all? I don't know. Wait, he attacks, so we're gonna throw up another barrier, just, attacks, but it deflected by the barrier. The barrier is broken. Okay, we knew that, you know what I'm saying? Now we get a counter attack. Stupid. You're done. What? What was that? The fight is now over. The sewer is oddly calmed down. KK sweeps the place, looking for any clues that may be left behind. Why would a pack of monsters manifest their evil here? But then he sees it affixed to one wall of the tunnel. A wooden tag. Something called a Kifuda. This must be what summoned those things. KK reaches out to take the Kifuda down, but as his fingertips approached it, he got blinded. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Erica? KK feels a big, quick thump through his body. Hey, yo, was that trying to scare us? I'm looking at the wrong camera. Mother truck. When he looks down, he sees someone else's arm stabbing through his chest. And it's horrifying. Black smoke rushes out his body. Looking back up, KK sees a man wearing a hen mask. I'm doing the best I can with these. See, like, there's a monster inside him. I can't. As KK comes to, he realizes that he is in the tunnel once again. Still. He looks at his chest. It's totally fine. No gaping hole, not even a scratch. Sweating, breathing heavy, his knees weak, arms, his mind races. It was a horrifying dream, maybe a vision. He grips the kifuda in his hand. It won't let me get away from this. I won't let him get away with this. So hard that it smashes into pieces. Boom! At that moment, KK realized he's not actually alone. Distracted by his fear, he had missed the approach of someone new. Who's there? Surprise is probably Ryota. He spins to face his entity, but before he can raise his other hand, it's probably his. Ah! Oh shoot! You see that shadow? Is that a dog? Here, puppy. Okay, he went back up the sewer. KK emerges from Suno to find Ryota waiting with the rest of the team. Clean. I recorded something that I would like to share with you. You see, I've never been as comfortable speaking from heart as others around me. That said, I'm no fool. I can understand what it means to show emotion. I know that it's not something easily captured. No matter how sophisticated I don't know how to read the recording. Sophisticated, I don't know. So I've deleted it, and now I will do my best to express this directly to you. I'm glad to hear you're okay. You need to see some therapy, because ain't no way it took you all that. You had to delete your recording to tell me that I'm okay. That's okay. Some people have their ways, you know. Wow, Ed, that's deep. I mean, for you anyway. Yes. Thank you for lightening the mood by mocking this moment of vulnerability. Anytime. All of my instruments, devices, software, they tell me a story. However, it's just that, a story. It's not necessarily the truth. It's an interpretation of the truth. Data is, of course, malleable. And that. Let me get this, y'all. And the story that was told to me when we encountered this alleyway today was, I'll just say rather grim. I'm sorry that I scared you like that. I pushed A multiple times. Naturally, I prepared for numerous viable conclusions. Despite what the numbers tell me, I never made a plan for carrying on in your absence. I don't know what else to say. I'm flattered, I suppose, that you don't want to believe how likely I am to die. I have backup plans for my backup plans, but you're in all of them. Safely above ground, reunited with his team, KK turns his attention to the original source of all this drama, his young client, Ryota. You were never going to tell me? You're never going to tell me, were you? Sosuke isn't your best friend. He's your dog? He's my dog. He's my dog. My best friend. And my best friend. KK steps back nervously as Sosuke tries to jump. Oh, in his lap, tail wag. I was like, I'm on the person. Sosuke's a person still, but it's a dog. Oh, calm down. He just wants us to be pet. Jeez. Who would have thought that such a tough as nails former detective would have such a strong phobia around dogs? Don't have to broadcast it out. Broadcast it. Alright? Don't be scared. Sosuke loves everyone. Maybe he should draw the line at loving monsters and following them into sewer. Ryota hugs his dog and gets a faceful of licks in response. KK relaxes slightly, seeing how harmless this little dog is, but still keeps some distance. Thank you so much for bringing him home safely, Mr. KK. Mr. KK? What an adorable ally? When exactly did you start going by this new short nickname, KK? I suppose it has a fun ring to it, not quite so formal as your full name, K. Oh, before we get too sidetracked, as the lead investigator, oh my gosh, on this one, you've got some paperwork to do, KK. Double K. Not sure what's worse, fighting monsters or filling out all those forms. It's obvious that you prefer the fighting to paperwork. KK scribbles out a few quick lines. Only Ed can read them. Hey kid, this is for you. Oh, is it a prize for helping you find the ghost? Almost. It's the bill. Ryota's face shrinks as he's left holding the check. Lucky for you, today's work is pro bono. That means free. Nice. Consider this is your receipt. I'm feeling generous right now. Ryota looks closely at the paper in his hand. It says, the case of the cursed manhole experimentation complete. Nice. Okay. Leaning in over his shoulder, Rinko lets out an uncharacteristically loud burst of laughter. And that dog is adorbs. Bro, look at it. Is that my friend's dog? He just looks so similar. Oh, now I get it. You didn't choose the name, KK. Sloppy paperwork chose it for you. There's a lot in this life that we don't get to choose. That is true. Call me what you like. Not like I've got any use for a real name these days. And definitely not one of my old names. It doesn't matter what anyone calls me so long as I find. KK's gaze looks fierce, as though he's recalling a bitter paste. Reflected in his eyes is Ryota, who looks pleased to have received KK's autograph. KK's expression softens up in response. That said, I guess KK not so bad. Clean. We did it. Shout out to the people that made this game. You guys are legends. I've been scrolling through the names low-key, just looking, supporting, and just loving the people that made this. You guys are all heroes, by the way. Making a game, not hard. Coming up with a story, not easy. Not hard. Wait, not easy. Making a game's not easy, unless you know what you're doing. But I think this will be a good, nice gameplay. It had some interactions, like drawing out something to do like a magic spell. It was almost like D&D. Even though I don't play D&D, but I think I am setting the right example. All right. Well, that was the final GhostWire Tokyo. If you want to play it yourself, it is free right now on Epic Games. Make sure to drop a like, hit the follow to know when I'm always posting. Also the bell, that also lets you know. But you know, you hit the follow, you're a hero off rip. Just watching it, this is your hero. Basically hitting that like button too. But remember, anyone can be a hero. And I'll see you guys later. I'm just a little hyped. We finished another story. Last story was Wolf Among Us. That was the clean Telltale type story. We'll get into some more. I don't know story, but now, later. Bye.